I never imagined I'd be the kind of person telling this kind of story, but here I am. My name is Andrew. I was married to a woman I believed I knew, Olivia from Bolivia. She was beautiful, lively, always the life of the party. We were together for 6 years and married for 4. From the outside, our marriage appeared flawless. We traveled, posted joyful photos, and shared private jokes. But what people didn't see was how often I felt like a background character in her life. It started out of nowhere. Olivia began talking about the idea of exploring. She called it evolving. "We're young," she'd say. "People our age are rethinking marriage." At first, I assumed she was just being philosophical. But then she mentioned the idea of an open marriage. I brushed it off, thinking she wasn't serious. But she kept bringing it up. "Imagine," she whispered one night. "No rules, no guilt, just complete honesty. We'd be stronger for it." I didn't agree. I told her that if she wanted to be with someone else, she should just say it. I wouldn't stand in her way, but I wasn't going to pretend it was okay with me. Olivia was relentless. Soon, she twisted my reluctance into accusations. "You just want to control me," she'd say. "You don't trust me." It wore me down. After weeks of pressure and emotional manipulation, I gave in. But I set one condition: complete honesty. Whatever she did, I wanted to know. I'd do the same. The moment she had the freedom she wanted, it was like seeing her take off a mask. That same night we agreed, she was already texting someone. She wasn't exploring. She was diving in headfirst. Meanwhile, I stayed in place. I didn't want this. I loved her, but I was just trying to keep her from slipping away. One weekend, she casually mentioned having dinner with a guy from work. No details. 2 nights later, she came home late, her hair disheveled. No explanation. The look in her eyes told me everything. I felt sick. So I started distancing myself. I began going out more, not to meet anyone, just to breathe. Then things took a turn I never expected. Olivia's sister, Vanessa, began reaching out to me. "You look exhausted," she said one evening when I ran into her at a cafe. "Are you okay?" She was the complete opposite of Olivia, quiet and introspective. She actually listened. At first, I thought she was just being supportive. But then came the late-night texts. "You deserve so much more. She's blind if she doesn't see what she has." I ignored them. I respected boundaries, even if no one else did. Then came Olivia's best friend, Tasha. She showed up at a party Olivia threw, one of those trendy, bohemian-style gatherings with wine and acoustic music. Tasha pulled me aside in the kitchen, touched my arm. "You've been looking good lately," she said, her tone oddly possessive. "I always wonder how she got to you first." I laughed awkwardly, feeling uncomfortable, but it didn't stop there. Over the next few weeks, it was like they could sense the shift. I remained loyal, silent, but they began circling. Vanessa invited herself over to watch a movie. Tasha texted late one night, asking if I wanted to talk. It was Olivia's world crumbling, and she didn't even notice. Or maybe she did, and just didn't care. Then one night, everything came to a head. Olivia came home tipsy, laughing, her lipstick smudged. I was sitting in the living room, scrolling through my phone. She leaned over and kissed my cheek. "You're quiet tonight," she said. "Jealous?" I looked at her and asked, "Do you really know what you've started?" She shrugged. "We're just having fun." I nodded. "Are we?" I said. "Vanessa texted me last night, asked if I wanted to come over. She said she felt sorry for me." The color drained from Olivia's face. I continued, "And, Tasha, you remember that retreat weekend? She came by and said she always had a thing for me." Olivia looked stunned. "You're lying," she said. "I didn't go." I responded, "I didn't touch either of them, but don't think for a second they weren't ready to jump at the chance." That's when it hit her. Her eyes welled up, not with sorrow, but with fear. She realized the game she'd started was no longer under her control. She tried to backtrack. "We can stop. Maybe this is too much. Maybe we just need to reconnect." I stood up. "No," I said calmly. "You wanted freedom. You got it. But freedom comes with consequences. I left that night. I took nothing but my backpack and my dignity. I didn't go to Vanessa or Tasha. I went to find myself again. Weeks later, I heard from mutual friends that Olivia was spiraling. Vanessa had cut ties with her. Tasha stopped showing up. The fantasy had collapsed. The spotlight was gone. Without someone to cheer her on, she was left alone. As for me, I healed slowly, quietly, but completely. Now, when people ask if I'd ever consider an open relationship again, I tell them the truth. Not unless someone's willing to lose control of what they thought they had forever.